Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and we're going to continue with our Pine Tar Baseball alternate replay of the epic 1975 World Series. It's our version of a best of seven between the 1975 Reds and the 1975 Red Sox. Reds lead the series 3-2 and look to close it out in Cincinnati. In our alternate replay, the Cincinnati Reds have home field advantage. Jim Rice does play, and there is a DH in all games. Boston sends Bill Lee to the mound in hopes of getting to a Game 7. He was 17-9 with a 3.95 ERA, while the Big Red Machine looked to close things out with Don Gullett, who was 15-4 in 1975 with a 2.42 ERA. Jack Dawson is here in Cincinnati. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. Let's quickly go over the starting lineups and roll some Pine Tar Baseball. If you enjoy Pine Tar Baseball, please check out the site. Life is Sports Games. Also, give Kirk Berglund a holler, as he has some more 1972 seasons, all-time great leagues. And I'd like to thank Kirk Berglund and James Forno for such a wonderful game and teams and seasons. All right, for the 1975 Red Sox, they're the visiting team. They trail the series 3-2. Juan Beniquez leads things off in left, followed by Dwight Evans in right. Carlton Fisk does the catching. Jim Rice is the cleanup hitter. He is the DH. Freddie Lynn in center. Rico Petrocelli at third. Denny Doyle at second. Carl Yastrzemski at first. The Rooster Rick Burleson will bat ninth and play short. Bill Lee on the mound. For the Cincinnati Reds, looking to close things off here in Game 6, Pete Rose leads things off at third base. Joe Morgan at second. Johnny Bench does the catching. The cleanup hitter in left field, George Foster. Tony Perez at first. Ken Griffey Sr.'s the designated hitter. Merv Redeman in right. Davey Concepcion at short. And batting ninth, playing center field, Cesar Geronimo. Don Gullett up on the bump for the Reds. 15-4, as I stated, 2.42. Looking to close out the series in Game 6. Brandon Baker, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. And Steeler Fan 1933, a.k.a. our good friend Matt. So here we go. Juan Beniquez to lead things off. He is a right-handed batter. Gullett, a left-handed thrower. Maximum innings pitched before any pitcher modification is 7. He is an A-plus pitcher before any type of modifications all the way through the game at home. Bill Lee, for the Red Sox, maximum innings pitched before modification, 8 innings. And he is an A pitcher the first 2 times through the lineup, then drops to a B. He lost Game 1. Gullett won his game. And I think Gullett won game, I believe it was Game 3. Let's quickly look. Yep, Gullett won Game 3, though the Red Sox did get 5 runs off of him. All right, here we go. The lefty Don Gullett on the mound picks up the sign from Johnny Bench. The pitch to Juan Beniquez, who reaches safely 0 through 39. Oh, green die took a... That is going to be a 45. Gullett has no automatic walks or strikeouts. Neither does Bill Lee. So a 45. Beniquez, swing and a miss. That is a strikeout to start off things for the Red Sox. So Beniquez K's, and we have 1 out in the top of the first. Now bring up Dwight Evans. Evans, right-handed batter. He reaches safely against lefties, 0 through 45. Gullett's ready. He pitches to Evans. That's a 2. It's a 46. And that will be a range play / error check. Where's the ball hit to? It will not be an error. No one's that horrific on the Reds team. So that's a 37. Evans hits the ball to second. Joe Morgan's error chance is an E3. 9's well above 3. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, and that makes 2 away. 2 up, 2 down for the Red Sox. Base is empty for Carlton Fisk. Fisk against left-handed pitching reaches safely 0 through 42. He has some home run pop there. The pitch to Pudge from Don Gullett. That's a 3, and that is a 0-3. Carlton Fisk sends his high, deep, and gone to left. It is a bippity-boppity boom to the moon. A two-out solo homer, and the Red Sox take the lead 1-0 on the Fisk blast. Boom goes the ball, and Pudge touches them all. 1-0 Boston. A hanging breaking pitch, and Pudge punished it. So a home run for Carlton Fisk. And a run scored, obviously. 1-0 Boston. And the Cincinnati fans feel a little uneasy here. So 1-0 Boston on the Fisk blast. And coming up to the plate, the designated hitter, right-hand batting Jim Rice. He reaches safely 0 through 37. Bench and Gullett have to regroup here. Bench wiggles the fingers, sets the target, the pitch to Jim Ed Rice. That's a 2, that's a 75. Rice, hard hit ball to Rose at third. He backhands it, throws to Perez, and the side is retired. But the 2-out homer by Fisk gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first. Due up for Cincinnati, Rose, Morgan, and Bench to face the spaceman, Bill Lee. Joining us at the ballpark, Captain Carl 8, thank you for joining us. Our good friend Rob, RJL518, check out his wonderful channel. And Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine, another fun channel in our community. So a 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. Pete Rose steps to the plate. Switch hitter, he'll bat lefty. Against left-handed pitching, he reaches safely 0 through 37. The high leg kick, the slow delivery by Bill Lee to Pete Rose. That's a 1. It is a 99. And with no one on, it will be a foul ball. We do it all over again. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose. 5. That's going to be a 58. Rose swings the stick, grounds it to Burleson. Burleson throws to Yastrzemski. 1 down. Scoring at home, 6-3. So Rose is retired. That will bring up Joe Morgan, the Reds' second baseman. Little Joe Morgan, lefty-lefty matchup. Morgan reaches safely 0 through 41. Lee nods his head. Again, the slow windup, the pitch to Joe Morgan. That's a 6. It's an 85. Morgan sends the ball to center. Freddie Lynn is there to make the catch. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for the spaceman. Base is empty for Johnny Bench, the Reds catcher. Johnny, right-handed batter, against left-handed pitching, reaches safely 0 through 33. Lee, looking to do what Gullett could not do, get a 1-2-3 inning. Bench awaits the Lee offering. Pitch inbound to Johnny Bench. It's a 4, and that's going to be an 18. So Johnny Bench will single to left. So Bill Lee cannot get the 1-2-3 inning. bench singles to left. Forgot to mark the outs. He'll be off on contact with 2 outs at first base. And the power-hitting left fielder, George Foster, steps to the plate. Speak softly, carry a big boomstick. Quiet George could hit the ball very, very far. Lee pays no attention to the slow-footed bench at first. He nods his head. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Silent George. That's a 4. Lee makes a good pitch. 64. 2 hopper to Burleson at short. He fires to Yastrzemski, and the side is retired. We're through 1 here at Cincinnati. 1-0 Boston. We go to the second. Due up for the Red Sox, Lynn, Petrocelli, and Doyle. As Gullett comes out to take his warm-up tosses. Joining us at the ballpark, Uncle Dave Gardner. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. Remember, they have a big, big interview coming up with the new creator of APA Hockey. And please check out Dave Gardner's channel. He put up a very quick video. If you have questions, please get them to Dave and Uncle Ron, as they will be interviewing that fine gentleman regarding APA Hockey tomorrow. And that is on Digital to Dice, or go to the Facebook group. But if not, go to Dave Gardner's YouTube channel. His most recent video. If you have a question regarding APA Hockey specifically, please put it there and your question will be answered. All right, Don Gullett to face Freddie Lynn. Lynn, the left-handed batter, lefty-lefty matchup, MVP and Rookie of the Year in 75, reaches safely 0 through 30. Gullett deals to Lynn. It's a 3, it's a 0-4, and that's going to be a double. So Freddie Lynn smacks the ball the other way, bangs it off the wall, finally retrieved by Foster, who throws it in. But Lynn stands at second with a double to lead off the second inning. So the Red Sox pounce quickly again on Gullett. And here's Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli against left-handed pitching, 0 through 35. Will they bunt? 89 is a successful bunt. On deck is Doyle. They're going to let Petrocelli swing the stick. He has a bit of pop against left-handed pitching. Gullett deals to Petrocelli. No outs. Lynn at second. That is a 2, so it's going to be a 70. A 70 for Petrocelli's a fly ball to right field. Making the catch is Merv Redeman. Lynn at second. He's going to try to tag and go to third. 45 and under, he's safe. Anything above, he holds unless it's a 77, 88, or 99. Redeman with the throw. 40, he advances. So Lynn goes to third on the sack 9 by Petrocelli. 1 down, but the Red Sox 90 feet away from getting a very important second run here. Denny Doyle, left-hand batting second baseman, steps to the plate. Doyle, lefty-lefty matchup. He reaches safely 0 through 32. The pitch to Denny Doyle from Don Gullett. That's a 4. It is a 29. And that is a walk. First base is not occupied, so Doyle works a walk. Runners on the corners now for the Bostonians. Lynn at third. Doyle at first. 1 out, double play ball will get the Reds out of the inning. And the elder statesman for the Boston Red Sox of 1975, Carl Yastrzemski, steps to the plate. Left-hand batting first baseman. Doyle takes a slight lead at first. Gullett peaks. Now deals to Yastrzemski. It's a 4. That's a 45. Swing and a miss. That is a huge strikeout. Oh, boy. Yaz does not put the ball in play. No chance for Freddie Lynn to score. And now it will take a wild pitch, a balk, a hit, or an error to score Freddie Lynn from third. And the number 9 batter, the Rooster, Rick Burleson, steps to the plate, hoping to crow. Hoping to go cock-a-doodle-doo. Burleson, against left-handed pitching, reaches safely 0 through 25. 2 outs, runners on the corner. Bench goes through the signs. Gullett nods his head. Slide step to the plate, and Rick Burleson. It's a 2. It's a 16. Burleson will single to left. 2-0 Red Sox. Doyle will go first to third. He's a moderate runner on an even roll. So Rick Burleson does go cock-a-doodle-doo, howdy-a-do. 2-0 Red Sox. Doyle goes first to third. Burleson picks up a ribby. Two nothing Boston. We go to the top of the order, and Juan Beniquez. Bench goes out to have a word with Gullett. Red Sox getting right back to where they started from against Gullett. They knocked him around for 5 runs in his Game 3 victory. So that is a single. Batted in. Doyle. No, Lynn scored. And it is 2-0 Boston. 2 outs. First and third. For Juan Beniquez, who's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time against Gullett. Reds have some milling in that bullpen. 2 outs. The pitch to Juan Beniquez. Don Gullett deals a 78. Beniquez out in front of the breaking ball. Shallow fly ball to center. Cesar Geronimo coming in. He makes the catch. The side is retired, but the Red Sox played another. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Boston. Due up for Cincinnati. Perez, Griffey, and Redmond to face the spaceman, Bill Lee. So the Red Sox must win to stay in. Joining us at the ballpark, Derek Rao. He says, let's go. And ID gesture, hope all is well. As he says, he played his first Pine Tar game the other day. I know, I caught the last couple of innings. I like Pine Tar baseball. It plays differently from other games. Makes you think differently, and I like to think differently. Herb Pilgrim, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Long time no see. Everyone say hello to our good friend Herb Pilgrim. So Bill Lee up on the bump. Let's just do some quick accounting here. And here's Tony Perez, TP. Perez, right-handed power-hitting first baseman against left-handed pitching, reaches 0 through 35. Lee nods his head. Fisk sets the target. The pitch from Bill Spaceman Lee. It's a good one. Breaking pitch, 85. Fly ball, shallow center field. Perez fooled badly. Lynn comes in. He makes the catch. 1 out. Griffey Sr. comes to the plate with 1 out in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Red Sox. Designated hitter, left-handed batter, reaches safely 0 through 34 against left-handed pitching. Lee's ready. He deals to Ken Griffey Sr. That's a 6. That is a 0-2. And that will be a double. So Ken Griffey does not get fooled on the breaking pitch. And he doubles to right. Sat back nicely. Tying run comes to the plate in Merv Redeman. Griffey, excellent speed at second. Bob's Tabletop Sports hope all is well. As he said, good baseball game. Would love to see the score reversed, though. Well, you never know. You never know, Bob. Thank you for joining us. Here's Merv Redeman. He can tie it up, Bob, with one mighty swing of the bat. 68. Griffey's not going to steal. The pitch from Lee to Merv Redeman. It's a 4. That's a 30. Possible walk, but first base is occupied. Lee's an A pitcher, so no walk, but I think pitcher modification tops that. Strike 3. 3-2 count. Redeman K's on the 30. It is a walk. You go to the pitcher modification table. The one that came, they have an advanced version, but I use the one that came with the game because I like this one. So a walk, a pitcher, which Lee is for the first 2 times through the lineup. Redeman strikes out on the slow breaking pitch. Couldn't pull the trigger. And that's the first K for Bill Spaceman Lee. 2 outs. Redeman still complaining. Sparky Anderson giving the man behind the plate an earful. 2 outs. Griffey will be off on contact. And here's Davey Concepcion. That's where the pitching grade really comes in. I really like that about this game. And I know other games have pitching grades too, but it's just a lot of fun to me. And I like Stratomatic also. It's just a different way of playing the game and thinking. So here's Griffey at second. Concepcion at the plate. Lee takes a deep breath. Peeks over his shoulder. He deals to Davey Concepcion. He reaches safely 0 through 30. That's a 6. That's a 55. Ground ball towards short. Burleson backhands, pivots, throws low to Yastrzemski, scoops it out of the dirt, and the side is retired. Nice play by Rick Burleson. We are through 2. We go to the top of the third. 2-0 Boston. They must win to stay in and force a Game 7. Top of the third, due up for the Red Sox. Evans, Fisk, and Rice to face Don Gullett. The Red Sox have had the answer for Gullett. They scored 5 runs off Gullett the first time they faced him in Game 3, even though the Reds and Gullett got the win. And now they've gotten 2 runs in 2 innings off the left-handed pitcher. Sparky Anderson still has some people up, loosening in that bullpen. Here's Dwight Evans to lead off the third. 0 for 1, he grounded out. The pitch from Gullett to Dewey, that's a 3. It's a 21, and that is a single. So Dwight Evans will be 1 for 2 on the single to center. The Red Sox so far have brought their hitting shoes. Evans at first. Fisk steps to the plate. He hit a solo blast with 2 outs in the top of the first to give the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. Reds hoping to turn 2 up the middle with Concepcion and Morgan. Evans takes a slight lead at first. Bench sets the target, the pitch to his counterpart, Pudge. And that's going to be a 38 to Fisk. First base is occupied, no walk. We do it again, 3-2 count, as Gullett is an A-plus pitcher unless he loses a pitching grade. all the way through the game. Once again, the pitch to Pudge. Deja vu. It's a 6. It's a 55. A 55 is a hard hit ball to second. They will get Evans, the lead runner, but the relay throw not in time. Evans went in hard. Concepcion had to leap over him. Couldn't get much on that throw. So Evans is out. Fisk reaches on the fielder's choice, 4-6. So there is one down. Fisk at first. And that will bring up Jim Ed Rice. D. Scott Howard has joined us at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. Fisk, a moderate runner at first base. He's not going anywhere. Rice at the plate. Rice 0 for 1 with a ground out. Bench is ready. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice from Don Gullett, and it's a good one. It's an 81 fly ball center field. Geronimo makes the catch. Fisk retreats to first, and there are 2 away. So Rice is 0 for 2. He's struggled in this series. 2 outs. Fisk will be off on contact, and Freddie Lynn steps to the plate. He doubled and scored in the second inning. Gullett trying to put up a goose egg for the first time. Red Sox trying to get another run. They're up 2-0. The pitch to Gold Dust twin number 1, Freddie Lynn, MVP and Rookie of the Year in 75. Pitch inbound. It's a 6. It's a 91. Freddie Lynn swings the stick. Sends it to deep left. Foster going back at the track. He reaches up and he makes the catch. The side is retired. Fisk stranded at first. Gullett finally puts up a goose egg. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Boston. Due up for the Reds, Geronimo. Then the top of the order, Rose and Morgan to face Bill Spaceman Lee. Lee has put up 2 goose eggs in the first 2 innings. Geronimo, left-hand batting center fielder, lefty-lefty matchup, reaches safely 0 through 23. Fisk goes through the sign. Spaceman with a wry smile nods his head. The slow high leg kick, breaking ball to the plate. It's a 3, it's a 42. Swing and a miss! Oh, Bill Lee has that breaking pitch dancing. 1 down. Second strikeout for the Spaceman. Top of the order, 1 out. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Red Sox. Pete Rose steps to the plate. Joe Morgan on deck. Charlie Hustle's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the rooster at shortstop. The pitch to Rose from Bill Lee, and Lee is dealing. That is a 95. Fly ball left field. Waiting for it is Beniquez, 2 away. So Pete Rose is 0 for 2. Flies out to Juan Beniquez. Lee has the Reds' bats befuddled for the moment. Will it continue? Red Sox fans sure hope so. Reds fans think not. Here's little Joe Morgan, 0 for 1, flew out to Freddie Lynn. The pitch to Morgan. Lee, 29, and that will be a walk. The breaking pitch does not find its mark. Fisk tried to frame it. Morgan keeps the inning alive with the base on balls. Johnny Bench steps to the plate. Reds fans hoping that he goes bippity-boppity boon to the moon. One mighty swing from Johnny Bench could tie this game at 2. Bench singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Morgan, a very fast runner. Stolen base chance, 86. Opportunity A. And the way we play that, that's twice per game. Fisk's arm is neutral at 0. Morgan will not go. He should go. Nope, we're going to let Bench swing the stick. It's a 4. It's a 62. Doesn't matter. 62, guess what? One hopper to Burleson. Burleson fires to Yastrzemski, and the side is retired. A third inning with a goose egg for Bill Lee. We go to the top of the 4th, still 2-0 Boston. So Bench grounds out to Burleson. Burleson has been a busy rooster at short. Due up for the Red Sox, Petrocelli, Doyle, and Yastrzemski to face Don Gullett. Red Sox know they need to score more runs. A 2-run lead is not enough, in this broadcaster's opinion. Remember to check out RJL 51H channel, as he has his 1976 replay going. Card and dice. I believe that's inside pitch he's using. And he does a wonderful job with presentation and game call. And also excellent with the chat. Here's Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli, sac fly. No official at bat. Gullett looks into Bench. The pitch to Petrocelli. That's a 2. It's a 79. Petrocelli swings the stick. Sends it out to Geronimo. Geronimo racing to his left. Makes the catch in left center. 1 away for the Bostonians. Coming to the plate, second baseman Denny Doyle. Doyle walked, reached third, and that's where he was stranded. No official at bat for Denny. 1 out, no one on. Doyle awaits the Gullett offering. Pitch inbound to the Red Sox second baseman. That's a 4. It is a 38 to Denny Doyle. Ground ball to first. Perez has it. Waves off. Gullett takes it to the bag himself. 2 away. Reds throw it around the infield. Two outs, base is empty. Top of the 4th. For Carl Yastrzemski, he's 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim of Don Gullett. Another lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Yaz, the elder statesman of the Red Sox. That's a 25 for Yastrzemski. Would be a walk, but Gullett's an A-plus pitcher. Strike 3! On the 3-2, and Yaz didn't like the call. Second time he's K'd. What a job by Johnny Bench framing the pitch as Yastrzemski just rolls his helmet, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 went the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Boston. Due up for the Reds, Foster, Perez, and Griffey. So Gullett has settled in, as he has put up 2 goose eggs in the past 2 innings after single digits in the first and the second were given up by Gullett. Bill Lee back up on the bump for the boys from Beantown. Still only going through his second time through the lineup. Foster 0 for 1. He grounded out to short. The pitch to Silent George. Carry a big boomstick from Bill Lee. It's a 6. It's a 22. How do you do? And that will be, if it's hit to a positive fielder, the play will be Rob. The only positive fielder, there are 2. Bill Lee, the pitcher, and Dwight Evans, the right fielder. So where does Silent George hit this ball? That's a 30. A 30 is smacked past the dive of Denny Doyle, and it goes up the middle into center. So Foster with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings Tony Perez to the plate. He represents the tying run again. That precarious 2-run lead by the Red Sox in jeopardy. Foster, a moderate runner. I'd like to say hello to Rob's Rules and Bud W. Hope all is well, as Bud W says, "Go Reds!" Remember, if you haven't checked out Rob's Rules YouTube channel, please do so. Lots of fun stuff there. Does an excellent talk show. So Perez is 0 for 1. He flew out to Lynn in center. Red Sox hoping to turn 2 with Burleson and Doyle up the middle. Lee looks to first, now in at Fisk. The pitch to Tony Perez. That's a 4. That's an 84 breaking pitch. Perez way out in front of it. Shallow fly ball to right. Coming in, making the catch for the first out in the bottom of the fourth is Dwight Evans. Retreating back to first is George Foster. So there is 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Ken Griffey Sr. steps to the plate. He doubled his last time up, his first time up, 1 for 1. No home run possibility against left-handed pitching. Red Sox again hoping for the double play ball. The pitch to Griffey from Bill Lee. It's a 2, it's a 0-8. Griffey sits back on the breaking pitch, and that will be a single 0-8. So it is a single to center. Foster, a moderate runner. That's an even roll. He goes first to third. So runners on the corners for the Reds, as Griffey is now 2 for 2. How do you do? And the Reds fans come to life. Tying run at first in the speedy Griffey. Merv Redmond comes to the plate. Controversial strikeout on a 3-2 count. Boy, would he like to get his revenge now. Griffey is a fast runner, but not that great of a base stealer, so he's going to stay put. Only a 68% chance. And it's not later than the 6th. He can go 1 time per game after the 6th inning. The way I play it. Merv Redmond, 1 out, runners on the corners. He represents the go-ahead run at the plate. Griffey, the tying run at first. Foster at third. Lee's ready. The slide step and the pitch to Merv Redmond. That is a 1. It is an 11. And an 11 again. Can the Red Sox rob a hit here? It has to be hit to Evans or Bill Lee. They need to find those two. They're the only positive fielders. It's a 0-0. I've never rolled a 0-0 on this. A 0-0. If the original hit type was first and play goes to the catcher, it doesn't matter. Neither of them are positive. And we're going to say it is... If the original roll type... Okay, so 0-0 for Redmond. Oh, an 11. I'm sorry. The original was an 11. It would have been a single... to right. And that's what we're going to stick with, because it says the original hit type was a single. The play goes to the catcher. Or double or triple, it goes to the first. Oh! So it's a single, so it's going to be an infield hit. A nubber in front of the plate. And that's going to load the bases. I don't think Foster would go on contact there, as Fisk would hold on to the ball. So the bases are loaded. That's the way we're playing that. An infield hit for Redmond. Fisk holds on to the ball. The bases are now juiced. Foster at third, Griffey at second, Redmond at first. Davey Concepcion at the plate. That's the first time in all the games I've rolled that I've had that. So that is an infield single. Still only 1 out. Concepcion at the plate. Red Sox hoping to turn 2. Concepcion grounded out to Burleson. 0 for 1. Fisk goes out to have a word with Lee. Yastrzemski's there on the mound along with Petrocelli. Meeting adjourned. Players back to their positions. Lee takes a deep breath. The pitch to Davy Concepcion. It's a 5, and Davy Concepcion, that's a 20. So pitcher modification will take place here. 20. Single against an A grade. I think that's a walk. Single A grade turns into a walk. First base is occupied, though, so it goes to a 3-2 count. 3-2 count. We do it again. The pitch again to Davy Concepcion. That's a 5. It's a 99. And either way, the Reds are going to get a run. It's either going to be a wild pitch or a balk. So the Reds will get a run here. Just what will it be? It's a 29. It is a wild pitch. The pitch gets away. Obviously, it can't be a 3-2 count. So it was a 2-2 count. So a wild pitch gets away from Fisk. Scoring from third is Foster. The Reds are finally on the board. Griffey goes to third. Redmond to second. And Concepcion is still at the plate. So Foster scores on the wild pitch. Reds are on the scoreboard. It's now 2-1. Is Bill Lee going to come apart now? Concepcion now steps back into the plate. First base is open. Tying run 90 feet away in Ken Griffey Sr. Go-ahead run at second. Merv Redmond. He's a moderate runner. Lee has to come up with a big pitch. The pitch from Lee to Davy Concepcion. It's a 6. It's an 86. That's going to be a fly ball center field. Will it be deep enough to score Ken Griffey Sr.? Griffey's going to tag up and try to tie this game on the fly ball to center. He is safe 0 through 70. Anything higher than that, he holds. 77, 88, 99. He's out the throw. He is out! It is an 88! Freddie Lynn guns him out at the plate, and the inning is over. Unbelievable double play. 8-2. How do you do? Carlton Fisk plants Griffey in front of the plate. None shall pass. And the Red Sox maintain a slim one-run lead. Unfreaking believable. Double play. Lynn coming in, making the catch, getting his momentum. A one-hopper to Fisk, who buried Griffey in front of the plate. And the inning is over, to the shock and chagrin of the Reds fans here in Cincinnati. So that is a double play. 8-2. And Griffey is out. The Reds do get a run. We go to the top of the 5th. Quite a ball game here in Cincinnati. If the Reds win, they take the series 4-2. If the Red Sox win, we're heading to Game 7. Due up for Boston with a one-run lead, Burleson, Beniquez, and Evans. Holy cow, we rolled an 88. Unfreaking believable. That's why you play the games, whichever games you like. That was unbelievable. Red Sox up 2-1. Gullett goes back to the mound. Burleson will be at the plate. Burleson 1 for 1. He singled in a run. The pitch to the Rooster, Rick Burleson. And that is an 81. Burleson will send a fly ball to Geronimo in center. Out number 1. We go to the top of the order. And Juan Beniquez. Beniquez is 0 for 2. 1 out here in the top of the 5th, 2-1 Red Sox. Beniquez has struck out and flown out to center. Boy, would he like to get something going here. The pitch to Juan Beniquez from Don Gullett. That's a 68. That's not going to get it done. Grounder to third. Rose fires to Perez. 2 away. Scoring at home. 5-3. Beniquez is now 0 for 3. There are 2 down. Base is empty for Dwight Evans. Evans is 1 for 2. He's grounded to second and singled. Forced out on a fielder's choice. On deck, Fisk. Fisk has homered. 2-1 Red Sox. Gullett looks in at bench. Nods his head in acknowledgement. The pitch to Dwight Evans. It is a 2. That is a 13. And Dwight Evans will single to keep the inning alive to right. Evans a little behind on the fastball. Goes the other way. He's now 2 for 3. So a single by Dewey will bring Carlton Fisk to the plate. Pudge, 1 for 2. A home run, a solo blast, and he reached on a fielder's choice. Jake Cruz is here at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Lively chat going on. I wish I could read more of it as I quickly glance and read quickly. Talking a little football games. What games do they like? All right, here we go. Can Fisk get another clutch hit? The pitch from Gullett to Pudge. It's a 4. It is a 0-9 for Fisk, and that will be a double. A double 0-9 and holding at third because it is not an even roll, and Evans is a moderate runner. Is Dwight Evans, but Fisk is now 2 for 3. Rice coming up. This is a huge at-bat for Jim Ed Rice, who has struggled in this series. So second and third, 2 outs, 2-1 Red Sox. Fisk has homered and doubled. He needs a single and a triple to hit for the cycle. But the Red Sox don't care about that. They need to win to force the game 7. Second and third. Rice needs a big hit here. Gullett still an A-plus pitcher. There's no one better in the pen. The pitch from Gullett to Jim Ed Rice. That's a 3. That's going to end the inning with an 83. Rice sends the ball to center. Camping, waiting for it is Geronimo. And the Red Sox strand runners at second and third. Jim Ed Rice is now 0 for 3. What a magnificent pitch by Don Gullett to end the threat. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Bill Lee goes back out to the mound. With a precarious 1-run lead for the Red Sox, he will face Geronimo. Then the top of the order, Rose and Morgan. Herb Pilgrim asks, what order do you read the dice in this game? The green die, if it is even, you read the blue and white die. If it's odd, you read the red and white die. So that's how you read the game. Hopefully that answers that question, Herb. Thank you for the question. Opportunity missed. I think I just put these guys in the wrong order. Nope, that's the right order. By the Red Sox. Reds trying to tie it and then take the lead. Bill Lee has one more batter at the A grade. And then it is the third time through the lineup he'll drop to a B. Red Sox have already up in the bullpen. They must win to stay in. Dick Drago is an A-plus for 2 innings. Jim Willoughby is an A-plus for 2 innings. Those are the men they will go with. And again, because it's an elimination game, every pitcher is available except for the starter from last game. So here's Cesar Geronimo. He's 0 for 1. He struck out. Very important that Lee gets the first out here with that A grade. Lefty-lefty matchup. The high leg kick and the pitch to Cesar Geronimo. It's a 2, so that's a 43. Swing and a miss! He gets Geronimo with a sneaky fastball in the outside corner, shocking and chagrining Cesar Geronimo. He never pulled the trigger. Third strikeout for the spaceman. Red Sox throw it around the infield. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. We now go to the top of the order with Pete Rose, third time through the lineup. And Bill Lee's grade drops to a B now. Decision time here. Do you go with Drago and Willoughby right now? We say no. 2-1. Pete Rose 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting righty. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Charlie Hustle. Lee with a 5, and that's going to be a 63. Breaking pitch. Beat to the ground at third. Petrocelli charges. Quick release to Yastrzemski, and they just get Pete Rose. 2 down. Rose now 0 for 3. Scoring at home 5-3. 2 outs. Base is empty for little Joe Morgan. Morgan 0 for 1. He's flown to Lynn in center. Felix Madison has joined us. Hope all is well. He says, I replayed this series long ago with Jim Rice playing. He hit 193 and managed to strike out twice in 1 inning. Reds 1 in 6. That's quite interesting, Felix, because he has not done well in this series. He has not done well in this series. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Interesting stuff. That's why we play the games. Thank you for everyone being here in the chat, having a nice, lively, fun chat. Excellent job. 2 outs. Base is empty for Morgan. 2-1 Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Lee deals to little Joe Morgan. That's a 4. And that's going to be a 60. That's going to end the inning. Morgan grounds it to Yastrzemski, who tosses to Lee, covering the bag. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds. That is 3-1 if you're scoring at home on that one. We go to the top of the 6th. Red Sox cling to a 2-1 lead. Due up for the Bostonians, Lynn, Petrocelli, and Doyle. Gullett will continue to pitch. He's an A-plus pitcher all the way through the game. He can go 7 innings. He's given up 2 runs, so he might be able to go 8. Starter allows 2 or less runs, +1 to maximum innings pitch. So Gullett gave up single digits in the first, the home run to Fisk, and then the RBI single by Burleson in the second. Morgan is out. Gullett back on the bump for the top of the 6th. And it's Freddie, Lynn, Petrocelli, and Doyle. Lynn has doubled and scored and flown out to left. He's 1 for 2. The pitch to Gold Dust Twin number 1, Freddie Lynn. That is a 6. That's a 19. Lynn is a fast runner, so that is an infield hit. Had he been a slow runner, Concepcion would have barehanded it and thrown him out. But he is a fast runner. So Lynn's now 2 for 3. Second infield hit in the game. This one, though, goes for the Red Sox, so that's an infield single. Red Sox really have to try to plate a few more runs here. Lynn is at first. Petrocelli comes to the plate. Rico has a sac fly to right, and then he flew out to Geronimo in center. So he's 0 for 1. They're going to let Rico swing. The pitch to Petrocelli from Don Gullett. That's a 5. That's a 63. I believe this will be a double play. Ground ball to short. Shortstop. The white die is a 3. It's a double play. 6, 4, 3. 2 outs. Base is empty. So that goes Concepcion to Morgan to Perez. So Petrocelli bangs into the pitcher's best friend. The double play. 6, 4, 3. Just what Don Gullett wanted it to be. 2 outs. Base is empty. And the quick explanation once again on that. The white die indicates if it's a double play or if a runner advances. First base is occupied. So then you go to the chart. You would look for ground out to shortstop. Double play 0 through 3. It's a 3. It's a double play. Very fun game once you get used to it. And it didn't take me long to learn. Different thinking, though, because I played a lot of strat, a little bit of payoff pitch, all fine games. I like strat. I have a gazillion strat seasons. You know, I like replay baseball. I play that. I roll my own dice, but I play it on the PC. I like digital diamond baseball. I roll my own dice. I play it on the PC. So 2 outs, base is empty for Denny Doyle. Can he keep it going? Yastrzemski on deck. Doyle 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded to first. Gullett deals to Denny Doyle. That's a 2. It's a 52. That is a ground ball to Morgan. Takes his time. Flips to Perez at first. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Reds trail by 1. Boston 2. Cincinnati 1. So Doyle grounds out to his counterpart. Due up in the bottom of the 6th. Bench, Foster, and Perez. Big bats coming up for the Big Red Machine. Oops. So Lee has gone 5. Now we could go to our bullpen and get 4 innings out of 2 A-plus pitchers. If the Red Sox win, obviously Game 7's an elimination game for everybody. All hands on deck, so there's no pitchers being tired for either team. And here comes Jim Willoughby. He's an A-plus pitcher for 2 innings, and that's it for Bill Lee. Drago will be next. So Jim Willoughby, Bill Lee can only win it. Oh, we lost the cards. Bill Lee went 5 innings, gave up 1 run. It was earned, and he struck out 3. The youngster, Jim Willoughby, A-plus pitcher for 2 innings. Automatic strikeout on 77. He actually, I believe, was the losing pitcher in Game 7. Or he blew the save. I think he was a losing pitcher in Game 7 in Boston, 75. And I can never spell his freaking name right. There we go. Jim Willoughby's coming in. He is a right-handed pitcher. So Bill Lee gets a pat on the back. He did an excellent job for 5 innings, only giving up 1 run, but his grade went to a B. Had this been a regular game, we would have stuck with Bill Lee, but it's an elimination game in this best of 7. And even then, it's a playoff series, so had it been a regular season game, I would have stuck with Bill Lee. So Willoughby will face Bench, Foster, and Perez. Johnny Bench was 1 for 2 off Bill Lee, a single and a ground out. Righty-righty matchup. Bench against righties reaches safely 0 through 36. Fisk sets the target. The pitch from the youngster Jim Willoughby to Johnny Bench. That's a 4. That's a 99. And we're just going to call that a foul ball because it's a wild pitcher balk. No one's on. Bench steps back in the box. One more time into the breach by Jim Willoughby. He deals to Johnny Bench. That is a 70. Johnny Bench swings the stick. One hopper to Burleson, who throws a strike to Yastrzemski for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Second time Johnny Bench has grounded to the rooster. One out. Bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Red Sox. Here comes George Foster. Speak softly, carry a big boomstick. LH, well, Pine Tar Baseball has a free demo. Go to Life is Sports. Type in Pine Tar Baseball game. Type in Pine Tar Baseball game, Life is Sports. It'll take you to the link. And they have a free demo that you can download or get in contact with Kurt Berglund. Excellent, fun game. A lot of games have free demos, LH. There's also a free baseball game that's like an APA clone, and I can't remember what it's called, but there's someone in the chat knows that link, and every season's free there. Oh, no. I do not use a shaker. I don't do the Yahtzee thing. That's not me. If someone does it, that's cool. That's not me, though. Here comes George Foster, 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. Willoughby, righty-righty matchup. Foster, 0 through 36, reaches safely. The pitch to big boomstick George Foster. That's a 5. That's a 92. A 92. Willoughby comes in tight. He jams Foster. Shallow fly ball to left. Coming in is Benitez. He makes the basket catch. 2 down. So Willoughby is dealing at the moment, to the chagrin of the fans here in Cincinnati. Nice running catch. Benitez had to come a long way as he was playing deep for Foster. So there's 2 outs. He actually made a basket catch, sort of a la Willie Mays, though Juan Benitez is no Willie Mays. Yes, LH. And again, there's a game. It's an APA clone, my terminology. And it's free. I just don't remember the link. Someone in the chat. I know if ID Jester's still here, he knows the link. As Herb Pilgrim says, I went to school in Quincy, Mass., a suburb of Boston, 68 to 72. Never went to a Sox game because I knew I'd be assaulted either during or after the game. You wouldn't have been assaulted. Come on, Herb. I've been there with Yankee fans. The only time I seen a Yankee fan get assaulted was he was drunk and was an a-hole and an old woman threw keys at him. That was pretty funny. I don't think you would have been insulted. Unless you think you might have been assaulted for a different reason now that I'm thinking. Which I would hope that wouldn't be that case. People should treat people the way they want to be treated. 2 outs. Here's Tony Perez. And Perez is 0 for 2. 2 flyouts, 1 to center, 1 to right. Willoughby looking for a 1-2-3 inning and maintain that 1-run lead for the Red Sox. Willoughby nods his head. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to the power-hitting Tony Perez. It's a 2. That is a 48. Swing and a miss! He blows the fastball past Tony Perez. Holy cow. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 7th. 2-1. The boys from Beantown. Yastrzemski, Burleson, the top of the order. Juan Benitez to face Don Gullett. He's still an A-plus pitcher. RJL 518. NPNG is right. That's the game. Thank you very much. As Brandon Baker also says it. Thank you. National pastime. Captain Carl 8. Jim Burton was a losing pitcher in Game 7. He also gave up the hit to Joe Morgan that gave the Reds the lead. I also played against Burton's team during a softball tournament. Very, very cool. And they have an Excel helper for that national pastime. Next Generation. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Herb. I hope whoever did that to you back then, I hope those people got what was coming to them. Funny thing happens to people like that, Herb. Funny thing happens. Payback is a doozy. What comes around goes around. Bad people get theirs. So I'm very sorry to hear that, Herb. Remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. All right, so Yastrzemski will face Gullett, top of the 7th. And Gullett, if he does not give up another run, can go into the 8th. And there's no need to change him because he's an A-plus pitcher all the way through as long as he stays. Yaz is 0 for 2. He'd like to see Gullett go. He struck out twice. The pitch to Yastrzemski, the elder statesman for the Red Sox. And that is a 0-4. Yastrzemski is going to single. So Yastrzemski on the 0-4 sits back and goes the other way to left. Yaz now 1 for 3 as he claps his hands violently at first, urging on his teammates to win this thing. So Yastrzemski singles. That brings up Burleson. Burleson's 1 for 2. He singled in a run and flown out to center. Okay. Oh, these are the Reds cards here. That would have messed me up. Let's put those cards away. As our good friend Rob says, yes! Exclamation point. LH, he says the golden rule. Absolutely. Absolutely. You might not agree with someone's politics, but I guarantee you, normal human beings can talk things out and come up with a plan, regardless of how they might have a disagreement. And you can have disagreements. Disagreements are okay. Discussions are okay. We have things wrong in this country, and I'll leave it at that, when you can't have a discussion. If you disagree with someone, they call you a fascist. It's amazing to me. It's amazing. You can be as polite and just say, well, no, I think it's this, and we should work out our difference. No. God forbid you have a difference of opinion. I saw something that was very funny. A commentator accused another person. Now, listen to this story. It's very funny. It's very funny. It's a funny story. I wouldn't say it. It's political, but it's funny. I just read it today, and I watched the clip. It was hilarious. I won't say the news station. It doesn't matter, because I don't believe any of the news organizations. They're all BS. And if you watch Project Veritas, you'll know that. So a commentator on a cable network accused a gentleman of having white privilege. The gentleman, who obviously this female commentator did not know, had to tell this woman, who was African American, that he too was an African American. He said, you should do your homework. She called him that name because he disagreed with her. And she did not know that he too is African American. So that's my point. People, my God. And these people are in the news. They're running the news. It's all propaganda, folks. Regardless what side you're on, it's all propaganda. Anyway, enough of that. It's amazing to me. Amazing. Alrighty. So Yastrzemski's at first for Rick Burleson. Should we bunt? Burleson, 7. I don't have any luck when I roll. I don't have any. You're right, Herb. If you're moderate to conservative, they call you a fascist. If you're liberal, they call you a libtard. You're not getting anything solved there, people. Talk it out. Believe me, you'll come up with a consensus that works. Sometimes I'm not always right. I might think I'm always right, but I'm not. Sometimes you're not always right, regardless who you're talking to. But if you're a good person, common sense wins the day, or it used to at least. Should we bunt? 73, Burleson against lefties. You know what? I'm going to bunt here. I'm going to bunt. So we're going to go for the bunt. We need a 73 or lower. Oh, my Lord. There was a hit there. The bunt is successful. Yastrzemski will move to second on the sack. I would roll a 0-7. So on the sack, 0-7. It is an odd roll, so it's 3-4. Perez fields it, throws to Morgan on the wheel play. So that is a sack, bunt, 3-4. Yastrzemski goes to second. Over here, we go to the top of the order, and Juan Beniquez. So that is sack, 3-4. And Beniquez comes up. Oh, my Lord. No, it doesn't matter because I just roll... when I sack, I just roll the red and white. I don't use the green die for decider. That's the way I play it. All right. 1 out. Yastrzemski at second. That's a huge insurance run. Beniquez is 0 for 3. Struck out, flew out, and grounded out. None of the news is factual, regardless of what you watch. Some of it is, but most of it's opinion pieces. That's not what the news is supposed to be. There's supposed to be an editorial, which is fine, and then everything else should be the real news, facts, but they don't give you facts. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, none of them give you facts, regardless of what you believe in. You have to try to find the facts out for yourself. You can find the facts out. Some people don't want to know the truth, but that's fine, whatever. Here's Juan Beniquez. Yastrzemski at second, 2 outs. Gullett deals to Beniquez. That's a 6. He's going to get him out with a 59. And that is a ground ball to short. Yastrzemski, so it's a 59. I always forget this. I have to look. I just assume he wouldn't advance, but that's a 59. And the runner does advance on that one. So Yastrzemski goes to third. As Concepcion makes the play in the hole. So ground out, no runner at first, ground ball to short. 6 through 9, runner advances. So Yastrzemski goes to third. Kurt Berglund's at the ballpark, hope all is well. So Yastrzemski to third now. That's 6-3. There's 2 outs. This is a huge at-bat. A huge at-bat. Keep forgetting to mark the outs. 2 outs for Dwight Evans. Evans is 2 for 3, a ground out and 2 singles. Was forced out at second by a fielder's choice. The Cubs, the Bears. Hope all is well. The Cubs, the Bears come for the game, stay for the pot. Nah, we're not. I'm just saying, treat people the way you want to be treated. You can have discussions. There's too many things that you can't. Discussions are fine. Peaceful protest is fine. But there comes where people cross the line. So that's all, whatever. Anyway, let's go back to the ball game. Here's Dwight Evans. Runner at third. Yastrzemski, 2 outs. Gullett deals to Dewey. 36. And that will be a walk. First base is not occupied, and it's not a derivative of 5. So green dies even, 36. Walk. Runners on the corners. So Evans on base for a third time. Do I do W for a walk? Yes, I do. Trying to do this score sheet because everyone always wants to see the score sheet. And my camera is not going to show it. Okay, Evans at first, 2 outs. That brings up Carlton Fisk. Now I think they would yank Gullett. I think they really would yank Gullett. It really doesn't matter except that, I mean, we go to Raleigh Eastwick. He's an A+. Gullett's still an A+. Eastwick doesn't have a strikeout. Neither does Gullett. Will McElhaney. Oh, no, excuse me. Gullett. McElhaney's an A+. The only thing with Raleigh Eastwick is he's a righty. Bourbon, we're going to go to Pedro Bourbon. He's an A+ and a righty. So Don Gullett's day is done. And we will now end the political talk in the chat. So let's all get away from that, people. Get away from it now. Let's enjoy the game. Yeah, we're going to go Pedro Bourbon for the Reds. So Gullett went 6 2/3. He's in line to lose it. He gave up 2 runs. He can possibly give up more. 6 2/3. And he didn't pitch bad, but the Red Sox were able to score off of him. One in the first, one in the second. He struck out 3. And we're going to go righty-righty. Bourbon's an A+. Fisk only reaches 0 through 37. Against lefties, 0 through 42. So Pedro Bourbon will come in. Red Sox rocked him for 2 homers in his first appearance. I think that was game 1, but the Reds held on to win. So he's an A+. And again, if we go to game 7, Felix says Captain Hook would have pulled him earlier. You're correct, but you're correct. All right, so Pedro Bourbon's in the game, and you know what? I forgot to punch them in there, but I will later. Just trust me. I wrote them down. You can see they're in the game. I just forgot to punch them in on the sheet. I'll do that in a moment at inning's end. All right, so Bourbon, righty-righty matchup. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 2-1 Red Sox, top of the 7th. Bourbon done with his warm-up tosses, has a word with Bench. Bench back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. The pitch to Pudge. It's a 22. A 22. If this ball is hit to a positive fielder, it is an out. Otherwise, it's 3-1 Red Sox. Unless it's one of those bizarro infield hits to the catcher. The Reds, Morgan is a positive fielder and Geronimo is a positive fielder. It is a 36. Joe Morgan makes the diving stop from his knees, throws low to Perez, who scoops it out of the dirt, and the side is retired. Unbelievable. Joe Morgan with the 36. Second base, 27 through 44. I think that's the second or third time he's robbed the Red Sox of a hit in this series. And Carlton Fisk is just shaking his head. The fans at Cincinnati give little Joe Morgan a standing ovation. So that is a great play, 4-3. And that might have just saved the day for the Cincinnati Reds. Unbelievable play by Joe Morgan as he goes hustling back into the dugout. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 2-1 Boston. They thought they had a big insurance run there. What a play by little Joe Morgan. So that goes like that. As Brandon Baker says, little Joe with a little defense. It's amazing how I've done. I think that's the 3rd time in this series it's happened. So Bourbon does his J-O-B. Does his J-O-B. So Bourbon came in here. And that will be the 8th. Willoughby back up on the mound for the Red Sox. Willoughby over here. And now, we will take a moment. Oh God, I gotta spell Willoughby's name again. And we'll just punch in Jim Willoughby here. Doesn't start with a Q, Al. Will Oghby. And Pedro Borbon down here. And Borbon is Borbon. Borbon. Alright, now we have all the pitchers on the sheet. You know, if you say sheet really quick, it kind of sounds funny. Bottom of the 7th, it's going to be Griffey, Redeman, and Concepcion. Remember, the big play, this game could have been tied. Concepcion flew out to Lynn, and we rolled an 88 for the out at the plate as he pegged Griffey, tagging up from third. So Willoughby in his second inning of work now, and he'll be done after that, and then it's Dick Drago. Griffey is 2 for 2. He's doubled and singled. The pitch to Ken Griffey Sr. from Jim Willoughby. That's a 6. That's a 40, a derivative of 5, which would be a range play, but he's an A-plus pitcher. My sense is this is an out. It is a strikeout because it's an A-plus. That had he been an A through D, there would have still been a range play error check, but an A-plus. Willoughby is an A-plus, and that is a strikeout. Big swing and a miss after the foul ball. So they finally retire Ken Griffey Sr., and that is a huge out here in the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox cling to that one-run lead. 1 out, bottom of the 7th for Merv Redeman. Willoughby struck out 2 in a row now. He got Perez to end the prior inning. And here's Merv Redeman, right fielder. One for 2. He struck out and had an infield single. Righty-righty matchup. Redeman reaches safely. 0 through 35. Willoughby rocks and deals to Merv Redeman. That's a 6. That's not bueno. That's a 0-4, and that's going to be a double. Merv Redeman doubles off the left field wall. So he pulls it, tying run in scoring position for the Reds with 1 out. As the Reds fans come to life once again at the stadium. Davy Concepcion, can he knock in the tying run? He couldn't do it his last time up. Fly ball. Lynn threw out Griffey at the plate. One out. Runner at second. Willoughby needs a strikeout here. The pitch to Davy Concepcion. That's a 1. And we're going to have a tie ball game because that's another double. Back-to-back doubles, and we're knotted at 2. Willoughby, as he did in real life, gives up the lead. We have a tie ball game after he strikes out Griffey, a double by Redeman, and a double. 2 consecutive doubles off the left field wall, and this time Davy Concepcion says, take that. And we are knotted at 2. It is 2-2. How do you do? Still 1 out. Now the Reds can take the lead. So Redeman scored. Concepcion doubled. And batted in. Cesar Geronimo comes up with 1 out. As the Red Sox bench deflates a bit. Concepcion's at second. For Cesar Geronimo, he's 0 for 2. He's happy to see Bill Lee leave. Struck out twice. Lee will get a no decision now. The pitch to Cesar Geronimo. Go ahead run at second. And that's a 60. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Doyle will go to first. Advancing to third is Concepcion, but there are now 2 outs. So So the only good news there, if you're a Reds fan, was the ball was hit to the right side. 2 outs, 90 feet away, though, is Davey Concepcion from giving Cincinnati the lead in the bottom of the 7th. Pete Rose is due if you're a Reds fan. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and flown out. Willoughby. Drago continues to warm. Rose will bat from the left side now against right-handed pitching. 0 through 40 he reaches. Willoughby takes a deep breath, a bead of sweat from his brow. Concepcion at third. He deals to Charlie Hustle. Pete Rose, that's a 6. It's a 60. He's going to get out of it. Ground ball, knocked down by Doyle at second. Comley picks it up, throws to first, and they get Rose by 2 steps. The side is retired. Pete Rose not happy with himself. He's 0 for 4, but the Reds do tie it up on the back-to-back doubles by Merv Redeman and Davey Concepcion. Both of their balls clanging off the left field wall. We go to the top of the 8th, knotted at 2. How do you do? Due up for the Red Sox, Rice, Lynn, and Petrocelli. It's a whole new ball game. Rose 0 for 4. Willoughby will be done. So Gullett gave up 2 runs. They were both earned. He's done for the day. Top of the 8th. Bourbon can go the full inning. I'm not going to... Well, he only won a third last inning, so yeah, of course he can go the full inning. The Reds bullpen is quite good at home, especially. Where the Red Sox bullpen is putrid at home and better on the road. So here's Jim Ed Rice. He has been miserable in this series, 0 for 3 today, a ground out and 2 flyouts. Felix Madison, I believe, shared the information where he played this series, and the Reds won in 6. I believe it was Felix who put it in the chat, and Rice also had a dreadful series. Maybe Rice can break out in a big way here. Bourbon deals to Jim Ed Rice, righty-righty matchup. Rice 0 through 33. That's a leaner. That's a 6. That's a 20. Single, except Bourbon is an A-plus pitcher, and that is a strikeout. So after Rice laces a ball down the left field line that's just foul, Bourbon gets the big swing and a miss by Jim Ed Rice on the breaking pitch. 1 away, and that's where that A-plus grade that A-plus grade, had he been an A pitcher, it would have been a walk, but he's an A-plus. I love this game. That's a strikeout. Poor Jim Rice, one of my favorite Red Sox. Gullett's ERA was 2.42. If that's what you're talking about, in 75. Because I have it written down. And it's actually in the chat and on the page. 1 out. Base is empty for Freddie Lynn. Lynn is 2 for 3, a double. He scored a run, flown out to left, and had an infield single. Against right-handed pitching, 0 through 41. Bourbon deals to the MVP and Rookie of the Year in 75. Freddie Lynn, that's a 2, that's a 62. Freddie Lynn swings a stick. 1 hopper to Morgan at second. He flips to Perez, and there are 2 down. There are 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And look, I forgot to change the outs, so it's perfect now. 2 outs, base is empty for Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli was on the 67 team, along with Yastrzemski. Can he go bippity-boppity-boom to the moon and give the Red Sox a 3-2 lead here in the top 8? 2 outs, base is empty. Bourbon, ready to deal to Petrocelli. The pitch to Petrocelli. He reaches safely. You know what? Hold on a second, folks. Hold on. 2 outs, base is empty. We weren't going to pinch hit for Rice, and we weren't going to pitch it for Freddie Lynn. 0 through 34. Here comes Bernie Carbo. Carbo 0 through 40. Home run 0 through 3. Cooper 0 through 35. Home run 0 through 4. But we're going to go with that 40% chance of trying to get on. And then Denny Doyle's up next. We might go Carbo and Cecil Cooper. Bernie Carbo will pinch hit for Petrocelli. And stay in to play left. Beniquez will move to third. So Carbo will pinch hit for Petrocelli. Petrocelli's day is done. Petrocelli was 0 for 2. He had a double play, fly out, and a sac fly. So let's put Carbo in. And let's do this. Insert a row for Carbo. And he comes in the 8th. And he's going to play left. And Beniquez will move to third base. Petrocelli is out. So Bernie Carbo on the on deck circle now heads to the plate. Bernie Carbo heads to the plate. Carbo's had some success in this series. As we lost the green die, it has jumped the shark. Now we have found the green die. Bench has a word with Bourbon back behind the plate. Carbo, a former Red, wants revenge against his old team. 2 outs, no one on. Bourbon deals to Bernie Carbo. It's a 3, and it's a 71, and that will end the inning. A hard hit ball to Concepcion, who fields it quite calmly, fires to Perez, and the side is retired. So no Bernie Carbo magic there. The Red Sox go 1, 2, 3. Carbo is a neutral fielder at a 0. He's going to play left field. His error chance is a 5. His arm is excellent. And he's a moderate runner. Beniquez will move to third base. Nothing really changes with him, as his error chance stays at a 2. Just go third base here. All right. Bottom of the 8th, 2-2. And Dick Drago will be coming in the game for the Red Sox. And here comes Drago. So Willoughby goes his 2 innings and gives up 1 run. The tying run off the bat of Davy Concepcion, the back-to-back doubles, Redmond and Concepcion, in the bottom of the 7th. And that will bring up Drago. And we'll put his name in later. I just want to get... So Drago's an A-plus pitcher on the road. Automatic strikeout on 77. And he's an A-plus for 2 innings. We have a 2-2 ball game. I forgot to change that. Bottom of the 8th. Due up for the Reds. Morgan, Bench, and Foster to face the righty Dick Drago. Drago comes in the 8th. Bourbon came in 7th. 1 out. All right, here we go. Little Joe Morgan, who made that fabulous diving play to keep it a 2-2 game. Can he give the Reds a lead when he robbed Rice of an RBI single? He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Drago deals to Little Joe Morgan, and that is a 3. It's a 74. Tough pitch by Drago. Ground ball, two-hopper to third. Beniquez immediately gets a chance. Conley throws it to Yastrzemski. One away. Nice play by Juan Beniquez. So a good job by Beniquez. That brings up Johnny Bench, the Reds catcher. Bench is 1 for 3, a single and two ground outs to Burleson. Drago nods his head. Fisk sets a target for his counterpart, Johnny Bench, as LH is pleading for a home run. It's a 5. That's a 62. And that will be a ground ball to Doyle. Doyle flips to first, 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down for the Big Red Machine. We're knotted at 2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Deuces are wild. George Foster speaks softly. Carry a big boomstick steps to the plate. If the Reds win, they will eliminate the Red Sox in 6. If the Red Sox win, we head to a Game 7. Foster, 1 for 3. He has singled and scored, grounded out, and flown out to then Juan Beniquez in left. Beniquez has since moved to third when Carbo pinched hit and took over the left field duties. The pitch to silent George Foster with a big boomstick. That is a 2. That is a 34, and that is a walk. Foster works a walk. First base not occupied, and it's not a derivative of 5. So the A+ does not help Drago there. Inning stays alive. Go ahead run at first in Foster, who's a moderate runner. Tony Perez steps to the plate. TP. Tony Perez. 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Drago peeks to first. Now looks in at the plate. Slide step to Tony Perez. It's a 5. It's a 99. So if it's 69 or under, it's a wild pitch. Anything higher than a 69, because Drago does not have a balk, it's just a foul ball. It's a wild pitch, and now Foster advances to second on the wild pitch by Dick Drago. I don't know how to mark that on here. Well, we got it on the other score sheet that I'm writing. So Drago with the wild pitch. Perez can give the Reds the lead. He steps back in the box. Drago takes a deep breath. Peeks over his shoulder. The windup and the pitch to Tony Perez. 2-2 ball game. That's a 2. That's a 91. Perez fly ball to left. Racing back is Carbo, and he makes the catch in front of the wall. We go to the top of the 9th. Knotted at 2. What an unbelievable series. So Bernie Carbo makes a fine running catch to end the inning. So Carbo and Beniquez both tested at their new positions. We go to the 9th. And please forgive me because I forget to change the outs. Due up for the Red Sox. No, it won't be Petrocelli. And I forgot to... Carbo... What the hell did Carbo do? Let's look at the handwritten one. Carbo grounded out... Shoot. What the hell? Well, Carbo made an out. I just didn't write it down. I think he grounded out to Morgan. We're just going to say 4-3. I think he grounded out to Morgan. No. He flew out. I believe he flew out to left. Well, he flew out to left now. I don't remember what the hell he did. I forgot to mark it down. Carbo, or say flew out to left. I'm sure someone will correct me in the chat if they remember. Yaz is batting 8th because he's god-awful against lefties. And Gullett was a lefty. Well, he's not god-awful, but there were better people with on-base percentages. Top of the 9th, Doyle. Again, forgive me, I forgot what Carbo did. And I was trying to write in his stuff. So Doyle, Yastrzemski, and Burleson. Hey, it's a good thing Yaz is batting 8th now. So Perez made the last out. He flew out to Carbo. Bourbon. He's gone an inning and 2/3. He'll pitch to Denny Doyle, and then if he gives up a hit, we're going to yank him out. I'm not going to take him out in the middle of an inning. That's the way we'll play it. So here's Doyle. Doyle 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch from Bourbon to Denny Doyle. That's a 6. He's going to get him out. That's a 9. Well, actually, no. It's going to be a foul ball. 99. No one on base, so it can't be a walk or a balk. We do it again. Pitch again to Denny Doyle. That's a 2. And that's an 18 for Denny Doyle. And that will be a single, and that's going to be it for Pedro Bourbon. A single to left by Denny Doyle. And here comes Captain Hook. Top of the 9th. Go-ahead run at first. Denny Doyle singles on the 18 to left. So he just punched the ball the opposite way. No one knows how to do that now. So that's a single for Doyle. And that brings up the elder statesman, Carl Yastrzemski. And now they're going to go lefty-lefty. It's going to be Will McEnany. Good God, they have Clay Carroll's an A+ out of the pen. Will McEnany's an A+. Raleigh Eastwick, the closer's an A. At home, an A+ on the road. But we're going to go lefty-lefty. No one can say I'm cheating. And it will be Will McEnany. That's it for Bourbon. He's responsible for Doyle at the plate. So Will McEnany. McEnany will come in to face Rick Burleson. Carl Yastrzemski. My faux pas. And let's just type in McEnany here. McEnany. Will McEnany. I'm probably not pronouncing his name exactly correct, but it's close enough. So it's Will McEnany, A+ at home, and it's a lefty-lefty matchup. And Yastrzemski only 0 through 27. You're not going to take Yaz out. So Doyle's at first, no outs. Would you bunt with Yaz, though? No. Yastrzemski will swing the stick against McEnany. It's a 1. We should have bunted. It's an 81. Thank God it's going to be in the air. It would have been a double play. Fly ball to center. Geronimo makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Doyle. Yaz is now 1 for 4. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Yastrzemski flies to center. Cesar Geronimo. That'll bring up the rooster, Rick Burleson, hoping to crow. He's knocked in a run with a single. Since then, he has flown out and sacrificed with a bunt. He's 1 for 2. McEnany hoping for the double play ball. Burleson against lefty, 0 through 25. The pitch to the rooster, hoping to crow. That's a 6. It's a 21. First base is occupied. He's an A+ pitcher. But it's a 21. So it doesn't matter. Not a derivative of 5. We do it again. 2-2 count to Burleson. Slide step to the plate. McEnany with the 5. It's a 20. And that is a possible single, except an A+ pitcher. It's a foul ball. Burleson steps back in the plate. Swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs. So the single against an A+ pitcher, that's why you bring in the A+ pitcher, folks, is a strikeout. So there are 2 down now. Burleson still complaining, thought he had walked, and then thought he had a base hit, but it didn't hit any chalk, and then he strikes out on the fastball. So there are 2 down. Doyle will be off on contact. Top of the order, Juan Beniquez, who is 0 for 4. You can't bring in Cooper because he's neutralized against the left-handed pitching. But Beniquez reaches 0 through 39. McEnany deals to Juan Beniquez. It's a 3. Oh, Nelly, that's a 90. The inning will be over. Fly ball to left. Coming in, making the catch is Foster. Doyle goes no farther than first. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Reds need 1 to win the game and the series. It'll be Drago facing Griffey, Redeman, and Concepcion. The bottom of the order did the damage to tie the game. Back-to-back doubles by Redeman and Concepcion in the 7th. Tied it at 2 off Jim Willoughby. And remember, Pine Tar Baseball has PDFs that are very reasonably priced if you purchase them to download. Again, they have a free demo. And Kirk Berglund, I don't know if he's still in the chat. I believe he is. So check it out. Here we go. Reds need 1. Griffey. 2 for 3, a double, a single, and a strikeout. Drago deals to Ken Griffey Sr. That's a 4. That's a 58. Ground ball, first base. Yastrzemski has it. Tosses to Drago, 1 down. 3-1. So Griffey is retired. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. That brings up Merv Redeman. He doubled in his last plate appearance and scored on the double by Concepcion. Drago deals quickly to Merv Redeman, trying to stay in a rhythm. That is a 1. That is a 96. Pick up some sticks. Fly ball left field. Carbo's there. 2 away. We're 1 out away from free baseball. Davy Concepcion, 1 for 3, doubled in the tying run in the 7th, off Willoughby. So if you have any questions about Pine Tar Baseball, Kurt Berglund's in the chat. Please feel free to ask him. He can answer anything you want. And he's a very kind man. The pitch from Drago to Davy Concepcion. That's a 3. It's a 22. Can the Red Sox have a positive fielder to rob Concepcion of a hit? Only Evans is a positive fielder. It's a 21. And Evans makes the diving catch. Holy cow. And we go to extra innings. What a diving catch in the corner. Unbelievable by Dwight Evans. We go to the 10th. As Reds fans thought they had a huge extra base hit, but a tremendous running catch by Dwight Evans. You know, he made a great catch in reality in Game 6, and don't you recall that? Robbed a homer. We go to the 10th, and I hope I don't run out of room on the score sheet. Well, we'll just have to hide these columns. That's all we'll have to do then. It's going to be Evans who just made the catch. Fisk and Rice against Will McEnany. Oh, no, that's right. So Drago pitched the 9th. Will pitch the 10th. McEnany, he came in the 8th. And he can go 2. So he's pitching this inning. Evans, 2 for 3. 2 singles, a walk, and a ground out. McEnany deals to the right-handed batting Dwight Evans. And that is a 90. McEnany's a lefty, so that's going to be a fly ball out to Foster in left field for the first out of extra innings here in the 10th. One out in the 10th. We don't even have to change it because Al, Red Sox fan, forgets to change outs. So just listen to my wonderful voice if you want to know what's going on. Here comes Pudge. He homered way back in the first. McEnany to Fisk. And that is a 59. Ground ball to short. Concepcion has it. Throws to Perez. 2 down. So McEnany doing his J-O-B. Boy, if there was ever a time for Jim Ed Rice to break out, it is now. Rice has had a miserable series. We'll leave it at that. He was robbed of a potential game-winning RBI by Joe Morgan at second. The pitch from Jim Ed Rice from Will McEnany, that's a 6, and that's not going to do it because that's a 71. A 71 is a hot shot to third. Rose snares it, smiles, throws a strike to Perez. We go to the bottom of the 10th, knotted at 2. The Reds need 1 to win the game, the series, the match. Cesar Geronimo lead things off against Dick Drago. McEnany's day is done. Drago pitching his last inning of relief. Cesar Geronimo 0 for 3. The pitch to Cesar Geronimo. Unbelievable. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. It's a 23, and that's a single. So Cesar Geronimo singles off Drago. The winning run at first in the speedy Geronimo here in the bottom of the 10th, to the joy of all Reds fans. Top of the order, Pete Rose. To say that Charlie Hustle is due is an understatement. Stolen base opportunity for Geronimo's is C. He's a 71. Fisk has a 0 arm. 6th inning or later, once per game. I play it per game, not per series. That's just what I do. 71. He's going to try to steal here. He is out! Unbelievable. God, do I roll horrible on that stuff, but I'm happy on that one. Geronimo is thrown out. You got to take a chance at 71, for God's sake. Stolen base chance, 71. We rolled a 97. So Fisk throws out Geronimo. The tag is made by Burleson. Unbelievable. Out. Stealing. And that is 2-6. So there is 1 out. 71% chance, and I roll a 97. You do not want me to roll these rolls, folks. And the crowd just deflates here. We're just going to say out stealing. Let's back that up. Let's go out stealing. I think we're going to run out of room there. We're just going to go out stealing. I have written it down in the other one. So 1 out. Rose steps back in the box. 71% chance, Herb. I had to go for it. 71% chance. The pitch to Rose. Base is empty now. That's a 5. That's a 49. Rose swings the stick. Slowly hit to first. Yastrzemski has it. Tosses to Drago for out number 2. We're 1 out away from the 11th. Rose is 0 for 5. Scoring at home 3-1. And here's little Joe Morgan. He saved the game for the Reds as Celebrity Bikini, a.k.a. Jake Cruz's blind ump. LH says, my dad was a Reds fan when he was a kid. He saw Pete Rose and Johnny Bench when he was my age. Pretty neat. He told me about Riverfront Stadium. Cool. The pitch to Joe Morgan. That's a 4. That's a 49, folks. We're going to the 11th. As Morgan, swing and a miss. As Drago blows the fastball by him. And that's the end of Dick Drago. He's gone his 2 innings. We go to the 11th. For the Red Sox, it will be Lynn, Carbo, and Doyle. Now, McEnany, he's done. He's done. McEnany's done. McEnany's done. We got to get a new pitcher for the Reds. And they have lefty. They're all lefties coming up. So McEnany is done. We go to the 11th. Again, I apologize for not punching the outs in, but I'm trying to keep 2 books at once so you guys can see. It does slow down what is already, when you come to one of my streams, they're not fast. I engage with the chat and tell stupid, funny stories and say odd things. That's why you folks come here. Do we have a lefty? No. You got to go with the A-plus pitchers. I don't think we have another lefty. No. I should bring in Pat Dorsey. Not going to do that. He's a righty anyway. No, we don't have another lefty. But we have Clay Carroll. He's an A+. And Eastwick is an A. So we're going to go to Clay Carroll. He can go 2 innings. And it'll be Clay Carroll. So it's Clay Carroll. That's the 4th Reds pitcher. He's an A+ at home for 2 innings. What a series. What a fun game, Pine Tar. I highly recommend it to at least try the freebie to see if you like it. And once you get, it's just fun to add to your collection to play a different way. Different thinking. I'm going to run out of room soon. On my score sheet. So Clay Carroll, we'll disregard that. I'm not going to punch that in there. Oh, might as well. What the hell? We forgot to put Drago in. He's coming out anyway. It's going to be Clay. What the fudge? Carroll. There we go. We're going to have snow tomorrow here in Massachusetts. I'm thrilled about that. So we go to the 11th. It'll be Lynn, Carbo, and Doyle. 3 lefties. But there's no real good lefty. We used our lefty in the bullpen. And so Clay Carroll, he's a righty. A+ for 2 innings. Lynn against righty, 0 through 41. The pitch to Freddie Lynn from Clay Carroll, that's a 3. It's an 86. He's going to get him out. And that will be a fly out to Cesar Geronimo in center. For the first out of the 11th. And that will bring up Bernie Carbo, who we forgot how he made his first out in pinch hitting. We said a fly out to left. So here's Bernie against Clay Carroll. Can Bernie go? Boom. Bench sets the target. Pitch homeward bound to Bernie Carbo. It's a 3. It's a 38. And Carbo with a 38 walks. And it would have been a walk against a lefty. But Carbo works the walk. Great on base by Bernie. So he walks. Carbo is at first. He's the go-ahead run. Here in the top of the 11th. Now Denny Doyle comes to the plate. Carroll deals to Doyle, hoping for the double play ball off his bat. It's a 2. It's a 43. And that will be a double play to end the inning. That ball is hit to first, and I believe a ground ball to first. No, it is not a double play. 0 through 2 is a double play. It is a fielder's choice, so they'll get Carbo at second. And that's going to go 3-6 for the out number 2. So Carbo's out. Doyle reaches on a fielder's choice, 3-6. And there are 2 away. Nice play by Tony Perez. Doyle. Fielder's choice, 3-6. So Doyle's at first. 2 away for Carl Yastrzemski. Boy, would Yaz love to go yard. Yastrzemski is 1 for 4. D. Scott Howard still here. Todd B., how you doing? The pitch to Yaz from Clay Carroll. That's a 6. That ends the inning with a 79. Fly ball, right field. Redeman moving towards the line. He makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 11th. The Reds need 1 to take the series. It will be Morgan, Bench, and Foster to try to push across 1 run. If the Reds win, they take the series 4-2. Drago is done. We know this. Now, who's next up? Oh, God. Roger Moret. Automatic walks on 55 and 77. He's a B grade for 2 innings. It will be Roger Moret. All hands on deck. So Roger Moret possibly was going to pitch Game 7. No more. Red Sox now send their 4th pitcher out to the mound. The thin one, Roger Moret, who would go catatonic at some point. And he comes in the 11th. Clay Carroll was the 11th. So it's Roger Moret with a hell of a 75. I think he was 14-1, 14-2. That's a few starts pitched out of the bullpen. Joe Morgan to lead off against Moret. Lefty-lefty matchup. Or it's Johnny Bench, excuse me. Johnny Bench. Did I not mark? I did not. Morgan made the last out. I do know what that is. He struck out. So let's mark that in the 10th. Forgot to do that there. That's why I'm keeping 2 books. Johnny Bench. 1 for 4. Can it be a walk-off? Moret deals to Johnny Bench. Lefty-righty matchup. That's a 3. That's a 60. And that will be an out. As Bench grounds out to Denny Doyle at second. Oh, wait. It's a lefty. My faux pas. And still an out. 60. Grounds out to Burleson at short. So Bench grounds out for the 3rd time to Rick Burleson at short. We are 2 outs away from the 12th. George Foster steps to the plate. Can George Foster be the walk-off home run hero? Moret looks in at Fisk. The thin one deals to the silent boom bat George Foster. That's a 6. That's a 93. Deep fly ball to left, but not deep enough. Corralling it, making the catch at the wall is Bernie Carbo. 2 down. Base is empty for Tony Perez. We're 1 out away from the 12th. The pitch from Moret to Tony Perez. That's a 1. That is a 98. Get to the kitchen, as Kurt Berglund says. 98, range play error. I just played an error. I don't know how to play it as a range. I just always assume it's an error check. Probably wrong there. So that's going to be a 26 with a 4. Could be a possible error here. A 26. That ball's hit to second. And Denny Doyle is a 5, and he will boot the ball. So Denny Doyle pulls a Bill Buckner. That is an E4. The winning run, Tony Perez, is at first. On the error by Doyle, the Red Sox should be up in the 12th now and hitting. But Denny Doyle, at the moment, wears the goat horns. E4 on Denny Doyle. And Ken Griffey Sr. can win it here. Lefty-lefty matchup. Griffey's actually singled and doubled off Lee. Let's just check. Terry Crowley, he's awful against lefties. Nope, Griffey's going to stay in and hit. Christopher Slovak, how you doing? Range checks are 11-20. Oh, thank you. So doubles. I don't think I've ever rolled a double on that. Thank you very much, my friend. Probably says it right up here, too, and I just never paid attention to the rules. Thank you. So doubles. Shoot me an email on that. I'm going to forget that. Here it is. The pitch to Griffey from Roger Arrett. That's a 5. We're going to the 12th, folks. We're going to the 12th. That's a 94. And that is a fly out to Carbo in left field. We go to the 12th. The error doesn't hurt. Denny Doyle's a happy camper. On to the 12th. Holy poop. And I'm only going to go one more inning, folks. Well, we'll finish it. What the hell? All right, 11th. What did he do? He flew out the Carbo. We go to the 12th. Deciding game, game 6. Reds win. They've done it. It'll be Burleson, the top of the order. Beniquez and Evans. So Moret pitched. Moret came in the 11th. And he can go 2. We're actually going to extend Moret to 3 innings. Nah, that's all right. We'll just give him 2. At some point, someone has to win this. Moret passed away end of last year. Oh, I didn't know that. I liked Roger Moret. God rest his soul. Thank you for sharing that. So here's Rick Burleson against Clay Carroll. Carroll in his second inning of relief. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch to the Rooster. And that's going to be an out. That's an 87. Fly out to Foster in left. 1 out in the 12th. Top of the order, Juan Beniquez. He struggled today. He is hitless. Carroll deals quickly to Beniquez. That's a 6. That's a 70. Beniquez will send that ball to right. Redemann's right there on the line drive. 2 away. Beniquez is 0 for the world. For those of you who like to look at the outs, there are 2 outs. Base is empty for Dwight Evans. Evans would love to roll a 0-0 or a 0, actually a 0-1 or a 0-2. A 0-0 will nullify the home run with the A+. The pitch from Carroll to Evans. 2 outs, base is empty. That is a 1, and that is a 61. Evans bangs the ball down to third. Rose is up with it. Tosses across the diamond to Perez. 1, 2, 3. Go the Red Sox. Scoring at home, that's 5-3. We go to the bottom of the 12th. The same scenario. The Reds need 1 to win. Due up for Cincinnati, Redeman, Concepcion, and Geronimo. This bottom third has done damage, folks. Indeed he was, Todd B. Rail thin. As Felix Madison says, he passed. I think this is he passed away December 7th. Wow, 2020. December 7th, a date that lives in infamy. For other reasons. So here's Merv Redeman. He's doubled and scored when Concepcion, back-to-back doubles way back in the 7th, tied this game off Jim Willoughby. Moret deals to Merv Redeman in a lefty-righty matchup. That's a 1. That's a 64. 65. That's not an automatic walk. 55 and 77 are. So a 65 is a ground ball to Burleson. He knocks it down, picks it up, fires low, scooped out of the dirt by Yastrzemski. And we're 2 outs away from the 13th. Here's Davey Concepcion. He tied the game up with his double in the 7th. The thin Moret peers into Fisk. The high leg kick and the pitch to Davey Concepcion. That's a 5, and that's going to be a hit out of 14. So Concepcion, with that 14, singles to right. Punched the breaking pitch the other way. Davey Concepcion, a tremendously fast runner who can steal, is at first. And we'll just leave that like that because he's stealing. 83. An 83% chance against Fisk. And he is safe. So he steals second. I never steal third because I'm not quite sure how to do it. I mean, it is in the rules. You knock down the percentage and all that, but he's not stealing. He's in scoring position. He's fine. So he has stolen second base. Concepcion steals second. Actually, we're going to go a little ST there. Cesar Geronimo can win it. The pitch from Moret to Geronimo. Get your kicks on Route 66. If this is a negative fielder, it's going to be trouble for the Red Sox. Doyle is the only negative fielder at the moment. Actually, Moret is also a negative fielder. So it's Doyle, the only negative fielder. So anywhere but Denny Doyle. 66. What am I saying? We have to look at it. We don't re-roll. My faux pas. That's a 66. We do not re-roll. We just look on. Oh my God, it's at Denny Doyle. You got to be. No, it's not, because it's a lefty. He's a left-handed pitcher. And if it was against a righty, so that's hit to short. And that's going to be out number 2. Holding, well, let's make sure, 66. Not cheat. No runner at first. Ground ball, 66. Nope. Going to third on that is Concepcion. So that goes 6-3. It was hit deep in the hole. Burleson had to make a long throw. Concepcion went to third. So there are 2 outs now. Concepcion 90 feet away. Had he been a right-handed batter, which he's not, Geronimo's a lefty, it would have been an error on Denny Doyle. But it wasn't. I shall explain it no more. Pete Rose comes to the plate. Rose is also 0 for the world in this game. He's 0 for 5. Rose, against lefties, reaches 0 through 37. Can he win it? Lefty, well, he's going to bat righty, obviously, switch hitter, but against lefty, 0 through 37. 2 outs. The pitch to Pete Rose. Does he win the game? No, he doesn't. That's a 98. So that is a range play. Get to the kitchen. 6 for the error. I don't think anyone's that horrific on the Red Sox. Who's on the field right now. It's an 84. That ball's hit to Freddie Lynn. Freddie Lynn's error chance is a 4. Freddie Lynn makes the diving catch. And we go to the tough luck round. We go to the 13th. Holy cow, what a great catch by Freddie Lynn. We go to the 13th. This is an unbelievable ball game. The Red Sox just clawing to stay in this game. Had Lynn not made that great catch, this game was over. Due up for the Red Sox, Fisk, Rice, and Lynn. And Clay Carroll has gone his 2 innings. And he's done. Moret's done. So we'll need a new pitcher. For the bottom of the 13th. This is an unbelievable game. Holy cow. And now we're going to go... We're going to go with Raleigh Eastwick. He's only an A, but he's an A. So Raleigh Eastwick, the closer, comes in for the Reds. That's their 5th pitcher in this 2-2 ball game. So Raleigh Eastwick comes into the game. Raleigh Eastwick is a righty. He's an A grade for 2 innings. And he'll face Fisk, Rice, and Lynn here in the 13th. No outs in the top of the 13th. 2-2 ball game. And we're running out of room now, and we're going to have to hide some of this stuff so we can continue to go if we go any farther. Fisk homered way back in the 1st. Can he do it again in the 13th? Eastwick, that's all, folks. Deals to Fisk. That's a 1. That's not going to get it done. Righty-righty matchup. That's a 79. And Fisk will fly out to Merv Redeman in right. Redeman didn't even have to move. That brings up Jim Ed Rice. The pitch to Rice. Can he get a big hit finally? No, that's a 51. And Eastwick has no automatic walks or strikeouts. So that's a 51 righty-righty matchup. And that's a strikeout. So Eastwick strikes out Rice the second time he's K'd in this game. 2 outs. For Freddie Lynn, Bernie Carbo on deck. The pitch to Lynn. That's a 1. That's a 66. So that will be, if it's a negative fielder, it's a base hit. So 66 is hit to second. Morgan is a positive fielder. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first. And 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox in the 13th. Scoring at home 4-3. We go to the bottom of the 13th. The Red Sox will have a new pitcher who will face Morgan, Bench, and Foster. Decision time, decision time, decision time. Unbelievable game. I gotta go to work. And again, it doesn't matter now. We're gonna go with, oh my God. We're screwed if we go to a Game 7. There was a travel day, and the only pitcher not available for the Red Sox is Jim Burton. And Louis Tiant will come out of the pen. He's a C grade. Ah, shoot. You know what? Rick Wise will come out of the pen. He's a B grade. And Rick Wise, any starter coming out of the pen can go 3 innings. So Rick Wise, the Red Sox 5th pitcher, as he will not start Game 7 if they win. So Rick Wise comes in for Boston, trying to get it to the 14th. Moret did his JOB. Wise with his warm-up tosses. Morgan steps to the plate. Fisk had a word with Rick Wise. Wise is a righty. No automatic walks or strikeouts. B-grade pitcher. The pitch to Joe Morgan. That's a 5. It's a 93. Morgan will fly out to Carbo in left to start off the bottom of the 13th. 1 away. So Wise breathes a sigh of relief. Red Sox fans listening back in New England, they too breathe a sigh of relief. That brings up Johnny Bench. Wise kicks and deals to Johnny Bench, our good friend, Fandom D. Saint. How are you doing? I hope all is well, our good friend, Fandom D. Saint. I'm tired. David the Saint, one of the nicest human beings you can meet here on YouTube or anywhere. Please check his channel out, subscribe. Does wonderful TV entertainment. I got to get over there and check out some stuff. I haven't been there in a long time. That's an 80. So Bench will swing the stick, and he's going to hit it pretty good, but not good enough. Evans makes the catch at the track. 2 away. 2 outs. If you want to know movies and TV programs, you see David the Saint. So there are 2 outs. We're 1 out away from the 14th. Holy cow. And it's George Foster. Wise with the goggles on. Rocks and deals to George Foster. That's a 3. That's an 82. We're going to the 14th, folks, as Foster will fly out to Freddie Lynn. 1, 2, 3. Go the Reds in the bottom of 13th. Holy poop. We go to the 14th. We're running out of room. We're going to have to hide some of these columns. Oh, and it's going to be Bernie Carbo to lead things off in the 14th, followed by Doyle and Yastrzemski to face Raleigh Eastwick. This will be his last inning of work. But if he can get him 1, 2, 3, and the Reds can push 1 run across. Oh, Celebrity Bikini. David the Saint's more than just a nice guy. He is the best. Eastwick to Bernie Carbo. It's a 35. That is a walk, but it's an A grade. So 35 against an A is a strikeout. So Carbo strikes out. He's not happy. On that 3-2 count, he goes down looking. And he's arguing a bit with the man in blue. Daryl Johnson barking from the Red Sox dugout, along with every Red Sox player. You can hear all of New England barking. 1 out, top of the 14th for Denny Doyle. Let's see what Doyle can do. The pitch to Denny from Raleigh Eastwick. Righty-lefty matchup. That's a 2. That's an 11. And an 11. A positive fielder. Let's see if we can find Joe Morgan once again. 57. That is hit back to Eastwick. He's a negative fielder, so it's a base hit up the middle. Into center through the wickets of Raleigh Eastwick. So Denny Doyle, the go-ahead run with 1 out in the 14th at first. The elder statesman, Carl Yastrzemski, strides to the plate. The pitch to Yaz. 76. He's not going to get his kicks on Route 66 because he rolled a 76, and that will be a fly ball. Yastrzemski pulls it to right. Redeman makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Doyle. Yaz only has 1 hit today. So 2 outs. Doyle will be off on contact. Will the rooster crow? Will the clock strike 12 on the Red Sox? We shall find out. Eastwick looks to first. Now in at bench. Slide step to the plate and Rick Burleson. It is a 63. Burleson swings the stick. Grounds it to Rose. Rose calmly throws to Perez across the diamond. We go to the bottom of the 14th. The Reds need to push 1 run across to win. Due up for the Cincinnati Reds. Perez, Griffey, and Redeman to face Rick Wise. Wise, the 5th Red Sox pitcher. As the Cubs, the Bears is another classic. Game 6. Is this dead ball? Oh my God. D. Scott Howard. Barely 9 out here on the Pacific West Coast. North Pacific. Northwest Pacific. Pacific. Jesus Christ, Al. Say it. All right. Here we go. So Wise came in. When the hell did Wise come in? Moret, 11th, 12th. Wise came in the 13th. Okay, there we go. So we're in the 14th. Wise deals to Tony Perez. It's a 2. That's a 76. Perez smacks it to right. Evans goes back a bit, reaches up. He makes the catch. 1 down. Whose bullpen will fail first? Well, the Red Sox bullpen failed first when Willoughby blew the save. 1 out, no one on for Ken Griffey Sr. That is a 2, and that is a 79. And he will fly out to Evans. So Evans makes 2 fly ball catches here in the bottom of the 14th. We are 1 out away from the 15th. There are 2 outs. Bottom of the 14th. Reds need 1 run to win. Can Merv Redeman do it? Can Merv Redeman do it? For God's sake, someone do it. The pitch to Merv Redeman, that's a 1. It's an 82. We're going to the 15th for it, folks, as Redeman sends a lazy fly ball to center. Lynn makes the catch. Wise pumps his fist. We are going to the 15th. And it'll be the top of the order for the Red Sox. Beniquez, Evans, and Fisk. This has been an unbelievable ball game. Rick Wise has pitched 2 scoreless innings. He can pitch 1 more. So Redeman flew out to center. Oops. That goes that way. And space. All right, Beniquez. Is Eastwick done? Yeah, Eastwick's done. Raleigh Eastwick's done. The Reds have to go to another pitcher. Now, do the Red Sox finally have an opportunity? Holy poop. Not going to be Plummer. Gary Nolan's pitching Game 7. If we Pat Darcy. Oh, God. Pat Darcy comes in. He can give you 1 inning. We'll say he can give you 2. But I think Pat Darcy's on a really short leash. So Pat Darcy here in the 15th. This will be the last inning, folks. This will be the last inning. All right, Darcy to deal. He's a righty to deal to Beniquez. That's a 78. And Beniquez flies out to Geronimo. 1 down in the 15th. Am I running out of room? I am running out of room. Okay, let's do this. Shoot. Let's do this. '15th will be the last inning. Darcy to Evans. 73. Evans flies out to Geronimo. So 2 fly ball outs to center. That brings up Fisk. The pitch to Pudge. 32. Fisk will work a walk with 2 outs. Jim Ed Rice looking for revenge. As Al Red Sox fan is tiring. The pitch to Rice. Rice gets a decent roll of a 15. Darcy's a C grade. Oh boy. Rice is going to come through. That is a double. The single turns into a double. Fisk will stop at third. So Rice doubles. I don't think we can't score him because it's odd. We can't attempt to score him. So second and third, 2 outs. Rice finally gets a big hit. And now Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn, Gold Dust twin. Rice's Gold Dust twin number 2. Fred Lynn, Gold Dust twin number 1. Second and third, 2 outs. The pitch to Freddie Lynn. 99. Well, the Red Sox will take the lead on either a balk or a wild pitch. 43. It is a wild pitch. And Fisk scores. The Red Sox take the lead 3-2. Rice goes to third. Wild pitch. Unbelievable. And the moans, the groans, the agony here in Cincinnati. It is 3-2 Boston on the wild pitch by Pat Darcy. That's why you don't want C-grade pitchers in there in the clutch. Fisk scores. Rice to third, 2 outs. A pitch to Freddie Lynn. That's a 1-52. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. But the Red Sox score a run on the Pat Darcy wild pitch. Hallelujah. Unbelievable. I have to keep it a little low. Nurse Teresa's sleeping. Unbelievable. So here it is. Rick Wise can win it. He needs 3 outs. It will be Concepcion, Geronimo, and Rose in the 15th. Oh boy. Wise deals to Concepcion. God damn it. It's a 13. That's a single. So Davey Concepcion singles to right. Concepcion can steal twice per game. He's only attempted 1, and he made it. Geronimo got thrown out stealing, so Concepcion can go again. He's in 83. He's going to go, and he makes it. He's in scoring position. Oh, boy. So he steals a base. So Concepcion singles in the 15th and steals a base. Tying run at second for Cesar Geronimo. Wise deals to Geronimo. That's a 2. That is a 50. Swing and... Oh, wait. He's a... No, that's right. He's a right-handed pitcher. That is a strikeout. That's a huge strikeout. Oh, we should have bunted. God damn it. Should have bunted. Strikeout. One down for Pete Rose. Switch hitter batting lefty. And that's going to be a 53. Ground ball to first. Yastrzemski takes it to the bag himself. There are 2 away. And Concepcion advances to third. The Reds down to their final out. Little Joe Morgan. Tying run 90 feet away. Winning run at the plate. Wise deals to Morgan. And it's a 15. Well, that's going to tie the goddamn game. B grade. Well, it might not. 15. Single. B grade. That is a walk. Woo. First and third. So Morgan walks. Oh, shoot, I didn't mark what... So Geronimo struck out. Rose grounded out. And Morgan walked. First and third for Johnny Bench. Please be either an out or a 3-run homer. The pitch to Bench. 27. Walk. B grade, first base occupied. No walk. We do it again to Bench. 263. Ground ball to Denny Doyle. He's up with it. He throws, thank God, to first. And Yastrzemski, this ball game is over. We go to Game 7. The Red Sox win a classic in 15. 3-2. Probably should have bunted with Geronimo, but I was tired and I forgot. So Bench grounds out to Denny Doyle. The Red Sox win in 15. 3-2. The winning pitcher is Wise. The losing pitcher is Pat Darcy, who we didn't mark in. The wild pitch cost the Reds Game 6. And there you have it. Ooh, jeez, I'm tired. That's it, folks. The Reds lose. The series is now tied 3-3. I hope you enjoyed that. God bless. Good night. I love you all. Till next time, peace. Red Sox win 3-2. Force a Game 7.